Hello, in this video we are going through number 12 and 13 from your Try 1 Algebra 3 final review. In these videos we are simplifying our numbers using the imaginary unit I. Really, you're simplifying some negative square roots or square roots with negatives underneath them. What is going to be most important to you for this problem is having a list of perfect squares. There should be one on your note sheet, and by should, I mean there will be. I'm going to write it along the bottom of my screen right now, so I'm going to pause and do that, and then we'll come back and actually solve these. Alright, so I just wrote a list of perfect squares from 1 to 100. So 1 squared gives me 1, 2 squared gives me 2, 3 squared gives me 9, so on and so forth. When we're doing these problems, we're looking for a perfect square that goes into my number underneath the square root. My first one, number 12, we're sort of lucky because 64 is a perfect square. So I'm actually just going to break up 64 into the square root of -1 times 64. At that point, I can break it into two square roots, square root of -1 and square root of 64. Now, the big thing here for imaginary units is that the square root of -1 equals I. So for this one, when I take the square root of that, I get I. My second term, the square root of 64 gives me 8. So really, we have I times 8. You always write the number first. So my final answer would be 8I. Now for my second one, we're not going to get so lucky. For 13, we have the square root of -252. 252 is not a perfect square. So we are going to have to find a perfect square that we can divide 252 by. I'm going to start similarly. We're going to do a square root. We're going to take out -1 first. That's great. And then I'm looking for a number in my list below that I can divide 252 evenly by. So I'm going to start with a number close to it. I see 100. Ideally, you would have a longer list and there might be a different one close to 252, but I know that the perfect square is here, so I stopped listing them. If I do 252 divided by 100, I get 25.2. We got a decimal. That is not going to work. Then I'm going to go down. 252 divided by 81. That gives me 3.11. That's not going to work. So I keep going down. I'll divide it by 64, 49, 36 until I find one that does work. I think 252 can be divided by 36. It can. 252 is the same as 36 times 7. So I know 36 times 7 gives me my 252, and then we have that -1. Again, we're going to break it down into 3 square roots, the square root of -1, the square root of 36, and the square root of 7. The square root of -1 gives you I. The square root of 36 gives you 6. And then the square root of 7, we can't simplify anymore, so we're just going to keep it. Again, we want our number to go first, our whole number. So we're going to have 6I, and then the square root of 7 left over. And that's our final answer. Alright, that's all I have for you for this video. Thank you for watching. As always, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to your math teacher.